to Morphin Mania. I'm Captain Logan. And look, it's DJ Martinez.
It is I.
Time for more Power Rangers Zeo. When last we checked in with you, we saw King Mondo explode. And now we get the new villain who is taking over the Machine Empire, who is called Louis Kaboom, DJ. And he looks like a one-off villain who is going to be here for the rest of the season. Or a lot of it. I think the rest of the season.
It's like if Pudgy Pig was like a series regular.
Yeah, it's like, well, you know what it's more like? It's more like Hydro Hog, because Hydro Hog had that, where like he was there for too many episodes, and you're like, really? You're the Lord Zed of the Aquitar planet? Okay.
That's true. They did say that. He was the. I just uploaded those episodes. They're called Hog Day Afternoon. That's what
Hog Day Afternoon. That's right. Well, DJ, are you ready to do it again?
Oh boy, am I.
Let's watch some Power Rangers. If you want to watch it with us, and we encourage you to do that, get your Netflix or your DVDs, get it to timestamp 0 on episode, I don't know what accent. Get it to timestamp 0. episode 36 of Power Rangers Zeo. And get ready to press play when I say now. Here we go. Everybody please press play right now.
Woo-hoo. Strap in for a knee-slapping good time.
Powered up for more!
My wife is in the next room right now painting. She probably thinks I'm an idiot.
I mean, that's got to come up most of the time when we do this show, right? We're just like, oh, he's doing Power Rangers again. You probably wouldn't even have to tell her what show you were doing. She'd probably tell it was Power Rangers.
No, yeah, I have a silly voice. Our silly voices come out for the show.
Oh, the silly voices! This is another one of those episodes that I think I've seen way too many times.
This takes me back to my time in Jamaica.
I wish I'd gotten to go to Jamaica. I envy you with that trip.
I still haven't made a post about it. Like, I need to post some photos. I still haven't done that.
Yeah, you probably should. And then, but you know what all the responses at this point are going to be, right? Everybody's going to be like, oh man, sure wish I could travel anywhere.
That's true. I wish I could go back. Oh, look at the bad guys in the biker gang.
Yeah. So there's kind of a Karate Kid sort of aspect to this episode.
Yeah. With the hill and the music.
Where you're gonna have this this biker gang, and the lead guy like acts like he owns everything, and he's gonna have a girlfriend who just does whatever he says because she's scared of him, and it's like it's an 80s biker gang kind of movie.
This is very them coming in and shaking up the beach.
Why is Ernie so obsessed with like luau's and like now it's a Jamaican theme, but it's usually Hawaii with him? Like he's obsessed with being outdoors.
Yeah, the Netflix intro, the Netflix description was, as the teens help Eric get ready for his beach blowout. Like the teens, I keep forgetting that we're still calling them teens. Look at Jason, he's like a 30-year-old man.
He looks almost old enough to run for president. The teens.
The teens. This is very Karate Kid. Hey, speaking of that, when does season 3 come out? I'm very excited about that.
Season 3 of what?
I almost said the next Karate Kid, Cobra Kai.
Oh, I didn't know what you were talking about. I was like, we had Power Rangers references because it's Power Rangers, and then I said president, and then you're like, when does the next season come out?
And I was like, Power Rangers president.
Well past that, yeah. Cobra Kai is actually supposed to come out. You know, by the time this is posted, it will have been out already, unless it got delayed.
Oh yeah, it might get delayed.
But I don't know why it would, because it was done filming. Like, it was supposed to be out next week or the week after, so like it should be coming out
awesome.
Like really soon. Because the convention in Kansas City that I was supposed to go to, Planet Comic-Con, a lot of the cast was there, and it was like a week before the next season came out.
Oh, awesome!
But that show obviously got canceled like life. So.
Yeah, a friend of mine that I train with, he got to be in that season. Well, he's been in the first 2 seasons as just like stunts.
That's
he was just he was just one of the Karate Kids.
But he got to act.
The Cobra Kai kids, but this one he actually got lines this season, so it's pretty cool.
Neat.
Because he's just a stuntman, so it's kind of cool that he's breaking into the acting biz.
That's really neat.
The remote.
Yeah, that looked like the most makeshift remote. Like, my kid got up in the morning and found, like, some stuff in the kitchen and...
Just cardboard and tape.
Plastic, but yeah, like they cut out a plastic bottle and.
The Machine Empire is on a different planet, right? They're doing all this from a different planet.
No, they're on the moon.
Okay, because it shows like what it shows is like red. It looks like Mars. What they're on. I guess
that is because the Sentai is yeah. So they show up at the beginning of the show, and if you'll remember, they take over where Rita and Zed were. I guess. Now I'm not sure if I'm right about that. I think they stayed on the moon, or did they just get rid of Zed and Rita and then just go somewhere close by? I'm pretty sure they're still on the moon.
You almost said Red and Zeta.
Red and Zeta.
Still sounds just as official.
It would work, yeah. Lord Red. Hail Lord Red.
Man, Jason looks like he's been in the tanning bed. Or maybe that was just the lighting they had in that one scene. I guess he doesn't look that red here.
So, see, Ernie has closed his outdoor juice bar because he does negotiate with terrorists. Ernie would not be a good president.
Well, I'm not sure that's not the only reason that would preclude him from being the president.
So it is nice that they have their memories back now. I'm sorry, was it?
Yeah, that was such a dumb plot line. Amnesia is always a dumb plot line.
Amnesia is always bad.
I know you always say you can make anything work, you'd have to make it work. I don't know if that applies to Amnesia.
Well, we've seen good Amnesia plots. It's just, it usually doesn't, the choice to do that doesn't usually come from a place where that's going to work, because usually, like with Spawn, we start with Amnesia so we don't have to tell real stories. Like, that's the whole point of it in the first place, is, easy forced drama, and I don't want to actually have to decide who this person is. So what he wants is figuring that out.
You know what's weird about watching this show now is that all the 90s, we can see all the 90s trends that have come back into style. Like tie-dye's big now again. Fanny packs have come back in. It's like I haven't left. I'm just watching Power Rangers. I feel like I'm right at home. Because
people my age kind of miss what things looked like during our childhood.
Yeah. My wife just bought it's a maternity shirt about her baby our baby that she's about to have, and it's tie-dye. Got it from Target. Tie-dye is everywhere again.
Okay, so I don't want to nitpick, but you can't be that generic. Like, it's so silly when somebody in a TV show walks up to a counter and says, "I like cola." Like, just make up a drink. No, it's like cola.
Angel Grove, Coke.
There's your cola. Most people have a cola preference. I have this with beer, too. You ever notice that? Like, in TV shows and movies, you always have people who walk into a bar and say, "Can I have a beer?" You're like, I've always wanted to try that, DJ. I want to go into a bar. I want a beer. What kind of beer? It works in movies. Why do I have to explain it? Why do I have to give you, like a specific one?
Did you see that very Power Rangers, tracking shot of her sliding her cup all the way down? I was like, the director of this episode decided to get artsy.
Give me a milk chocolate.
Oh, wow. I feel like I'm in a soap opera all of a sudden.
You are in a soap opera. This is one of those episodes that the textbook was talking about, I think, DJ, where it's like, we're going to have more serious, angsty teen drama stories. But they're few and far enough in between that it's always jarring. It does feel like that's what this show is now. Once again, it feels like special episode of Power Rangers. This one is about bullying and not being in biker gangs. That's what this one's about.
Yeah, but why are teenagers bullying a full-grown man into closing his business? It's pretty. I guess that's a real gang. That's not like Power Rangers High School gang. That's like a real.
Except it won't feel like a real gang when you get to the end of the episode and they go, "You know what? You're right. We were being bad people and we're sorry. We won't be that way anymore." Because that's how this ends.
You know who Louis Kaboom looks like? He looks like the big Christmas ornament guy from Turbo.
Yeah. I don't
know. And he is, I think Eric told us, he is the Sentai main bad guy.
Is he really? He looks like a side bad guy.
Yeah, he looks like a goof. Well, maybe it's because we neuter every villain. As soon as we get a hold of the costumes in America, we just make them bumble around and run into things and trip.
Well, I guess it's a nice bit of continuity that we've got Rito and Goldar going back to Bulk and Skull immediately after to try to get something from them.
Yeah. Is this going to be like a romance? Like, are they going to butt heads for a little bit and then...
I think it's going to be one of those, like, neutral romances where it's like you can tell that they kind of like each other, but the whole thing has to be about this problem they're trying to solve, so they don't actually get together, and then at the end she's just going to leave. Eddie's the only friend I have.
We're really weird about romances up until, I think, Space is when they actually start doing stuff with that. But, like, we never... I guess Jason and Kimberly were... Or not Jason and Kimberly. Tom and Kimberly were together, obviously. But then he just immediately switches to Kat. And then, like, later in Turbo, when Jason comes back, it's like he's been hanging out with Kim the whole time. Even though Jason has been here a lot sooner, and it's not as big of a deal that he's coming back.
That's a good point, and I have no idea if that was supposed to be a romance or not.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, they could just be friends. I guess her... Why didn't she come back and hang out with them when her tournament was over?
Because the actress was cool with showing up in a movie, but no more TV. I think is the answer to that. Yeah,
I mean, Jason. And where's Zach and Trini right now? Jason's clearly done with the Peace Corps.
Yeah, I guess they just went off
it was
with
just
their
a
own
peace
lives.
conference, so they could have. I don't know why they had to give up their powers. They could have probably come back after the conference was over in a couple weeks.
Yeah, but they said conference. I heard like Peace Corps.
Yeah.
It's best Morph.
Zach
still the best one.
Man, 90s jean shorts with like white knee socks coming up out of your. I'm glad that didn't come back.
Like, imagine if this elephant guy was the new big bad for this season. Like, I feel like Louis Kaboom is no more worthy of being a main big bad than this elephant guy.
Yeah, he's bumbling around pretty bad, too.
Really, just anything that's that hard to move in makes it difficult for me to buy you as a main series bad guy. And there are a lot that have that, certainly. But I always have a tough time, especially in Neo Saban, man. Like, you have just these big, giant, like, mascot suits where you're like, you can't hardly move. I don't know how you're ordering anybody around.
I'll say what I don't like.
By taking you seriously.
I mean, that's not this, that, and this that I'm about to say are Sentai problems, not our fault. But like the weapons in Neo Saban look horrendous. Like they're so like outlandish and like plastic cartoon toy looking thing. Like the weapons back then, they made good toys, but they would look at least cool, right? Like the swords and stuff.
Yeah. Nowadays,
the weapons are like these big, bulky, like you can't even swing them. Like, have you noticed that?
Yeah. Well, I think they're better with the new one. Everything's better in the new one.
Okay.
But then, what's funny about that is that means that they made more seasons that we've already adapted post that went back to the stuff we don't like, because it's not like that show is new. Like with Beast Morphers is Go Ranger, and that's from several years ago now. And they've adapted things post Go Ranger.
Yeah, they just look goofy now. It looks like the Power Rangers are holding toys. Like, these at least fit the style of the suits, like the weapons they have now.
Yeah, of course. But also, the current Sentais, with the exception of the most recent one, I think, have Megazord problems, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can't help that. There's no way we're going to put guys in suits and build sets to film our own Megazord footage.
Yeah, but I also mean the designs, like you're saying with the weapons, like the designs of the Megazords haven't been great either.
Yeah.
What was this?
Another kaboom! I feel like he's already had a voice change. Like when he showed up, he had like this New York voice, and now he has like a nasally voice.
Is it not the same?
I don't know. Maybe he's just at his wit's end with this elephant monster, and his voice is going higher.
Yeah, he's just pissed. So as much as I love the Golden Power Staff, could we have given it a cooler name than Golden Power Staff?
Golden Power Staff! It's an interesting...
Why do you have to be that descriptive? Like,
it's
nobody...
An interesting choice
Red Sword!
To call it a staff, because
Yellow Daggers!
It's not a If he had a staff, that would be awesome. Like, if he had a full-size Donatello staff that looked like that...
It's still a staff, though, right? Like, it's not a bow staff.
Yeah, it's like a scepter. It's like a...
Yeah, but staff
is
like
still a staff. Yeah.
That's still a synonym for that, though.
Yeah. Staff's a very generic term.
Well, the problem with it is it doesn't look like a weapon. Like, fighting with this doesn't make sense. Like, you pop it open, and then you shoot crap out of it, and then now, I don't have this on right now. I could turn it on, but it would be loud.
But if you had a staff that looked just like that, but was like, Donatello, like Rey from Force Awakens staff, that would be awesome. Because you don't see that a lot in Power Rangers. In Ninja Storm, they have staffs, which makes sense because they're ninjas. But the Thunder Rangers have these big staffs that they beat people up with. It's really cool.
Yeah. We're not that far away from Billy leaving, I don't think.
I feel sorry for Billy because all the colors are taken, so he just has to wear like white undershirts all the time and tank top undershirts. Like, he doesn't get a style.
You know what I would have done with Billy? I would have had him wear the color of whoever's ranger, whatever ranger, it's their episode this episode.
It's like the theme.
Yeah. The theme, so like if it's Kat's episode, he's wearing a pink shirt. Like.
Louis Kaboom just like sits in the hand of his monsters.
It'd be weird if that's how he made them grow.
They had to pick him up.
Yeah. I don't even know how that works. Just pick me up, bro, and then I'll make you large, and then you'll be holding me with one hand.
He just jumps into his arms like Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, and then he grows.
So yeah, I said rest of the season. I think I'm wrong about that. I think Gasket takes over later. Has Gasket been here earlier in the season? I feel like he had. There's like a whole rivalry with the brothers that they try to treat as like a regal political thing.
Yeah, which is really weird because I've got the Sentai in my head because I watched that like history of it, and it's like that's the same person. He just ages up, but we made them brothers here because obviously we have the suits. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
But why does Louis Kaboom... Is he one of those bombs that has, like, the face drawn on it? Is that why he has a face on his stomach? Or is that supposed to be another entity?
No, I think the first thing you said is right. I think... That would be crazy, though. If they argued with each other, that'd be fun.
Yeah, a lot of monsters have, like, faces in their chest, but you can never tell... I guess if they talk, you can tell that they're supposed to be another mind.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be like a Cold War era bomb thing.
Yeah. Louis Kaboom!
Oh, we gotta silence that bomb. Way to elevate the dialogue there, Billy. Appreciate it.
He's going off script.
He does. He is really good at making really silly dialogue. Just like he's like LeVar Burton in TNG. He's like Geordie LaForge. It's just you have just a constant string of technobabble, but it sounds like he knows what he's talking about.
So what you said in the beginning, the shapes, how they fit to how they make the face, they work really good on the helmets. Some of them don't work really good on the bodies. They look really weird, like the square guy and circle one.
I still think it's funny they just stack.
So it's like, it's Baby's first Megazord.
That's what I say. It's Baby's first Megazord.
It fits in with the theme. Preschool Rangers.
Oh my God, you're right. I wouldn't even think that when I said that. It's Preschool Rangers. It makes me want to re-edit this show. And
that's the move that you do in the game, the phone game, that's really annoying and impossible to block.
Oh.
When you just like run through it's really, really fast.
It makes me want to re-edit this as like a Teletubbies kind of show.
Yeah. Where they're doing all these gestures. Their hands.
Or you just have... No, you just use the same footage, but you have voices where it's like...
Gold Power Staff!
When was the last time we had a Megazord fight that took any amount of time at all?
No, they rushed through them in this season.
That has been driving me crazy. You remember Mighty Morphin? One of the things I love about Mighty Morphin is that you would have half an episode or more sometimes of a Megazord fight where it's just like, oh no, the monsters really got us on the ropes. What are we gonna do now? We got to bring in this other thing, and like we need more power. And they just said a bunch of random stuff that where I didn't necessarily know what the rules were, but at least it felt dramatic, you know?
Yeah, which is funny because we're complete opposites in that way. Because I hate the Megazord fights, and I like when they extend the the ground fight's longer. So this is fine for me. But it's annoying because they have such an arsenal in Zeo and they never use it.
Yeah, and I'm not a huge
stuff.
Megazord fight guy either, but I'm just saying at least it feels more epic. Like when they act like we have, a big epic story and there are big stakes, but then the Megazord fight lasts 5 seconds, that's a problem. Yeah. And see, now they're all friends.
Emily told us how you helped her out, man. So we're good.
Not only are we good, we're gonna come help set up.
Guys, roll out. Grab a table, grab a chair.
I don't think Ernie should trust these guys. Like, I think when the episode wraps, what we didn't see was this was all a ploy just for them to, like, destroy this whole thing. And so they just start flipping tables and punching people in the face.
Man, those speakers are massive. Look at those speakers.
Yeah.
Those would take out a super shredder.
You've been doing this job for, like, 5 seconds. This is the best job I've ever had.
Oh, he got her elephant necklace back. What a sweetie.
How many times have we done that, where there's like a family heirloom that turns into a monster?
That happens. We usually don't get it back, I think. Usually it blows up when the monster blows up. How did he get it back?
No, it comes back quite like remember Kimberly's spinning wheel?
Oh yeah,
that came back.
It's just magic. It comes back. Well, remember Trini's troll doll?
Well, that's also that whole thing was weird though because the entire episode was a dream sequence.
It doesn't matter. Wow, Zed on a park bench, just like this.
It's messed up. Yeah.
He looks so dumb.
Oh, and now they have to wear maid's outfits again.
His staff just like resting on him.
So yeah, this is why at this point I'm not remembering right. Is
High School Musical freeze frame again.
Is it that both sets of villains are on the moon and they're just on opposite sides of the moon, or is the Machine Empire actually not on the moon and I forgot that?
Yeah, I don't know, because they're still on the moon. I mean, how big is the moon? I mean, the Machine Empire. The shot of the Machine Empire is like a really wide shot that shows like the whole planet.
They should be taking over the entire moon. And why wouldn't they just kill Zed and Rita? They clearly can.
I think maybe they sent them to the moon and then they went back to their planet. I don't know. But then why don't Lord Rita and Zed just come back? Lord Rita and Zed.
Lord Rita.
Lord Rita.
Maybe it's gonna be good when Zed and Rita finally leave.
Lego movie.
Because we can't even remember their names, and they've been with us this entire time.
Oh man, this was fun. That episode went by really fast.
It did.
Mostly rambling about other things, though.
Yeah.
Scent of a Weasel is next time.
It's another pretty standard episode, except it adds in Louis Kaboom, who's fine, I guess. He's just like I said, just pick any random monster and be like, he gets to be the bad guy for a while. It's almost as if they knew that the Machine Empire is just not that interesting, and they kept having to shake it up somehow.
Well, look at this. Next week, Scent of a Weasel. The teens take part in a charity fashion show for Mr. Stenchy, a famous designer. See, they're going with the teens on every one. Yeah. Is that just the guy at Netflix decided to call them the teens?
They've been doing that since the very beginning. You just now noticed that?
I don't read the descriptions.
You have been lately. Every episode you read the description.
Well, because I'm watching now. Usually you're the one playing and I'm just watching your screen. But now I got my own screen.
Oh,
I got descriptions. I got the whole shebang.
He's got all the information now. Yeah, I tried to keep some things classified before, but now he's got access to everything. Well, anyway. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We sure appreciate it. We'll see you again next time with Scent of a Weasel. I know I can't wait.
Whew. Yeah, doggy.
Later, folks.